Welcome to this channel. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of Noah and the flood from Genesis. This tale is not only about a great flood, but also about faith, obedience, and the promise of hope that God gives us. So, let's get started. Once upon a time, in a world that was still quite young, humanity had spread across the earth. As people multiplied, they filled the land with their presence. But over time, something terrible happened. The hearts and minds of these people became consumed with evil. Their actions were wicked, and God saw the corruption that had taken root everywhere. It made him sad, and he regretted creating humanity. In his righteous anger, God decided to wipe the slate clean with a great flood. But there was one man who stood apart from the rest: Noah. Noah was a good man who lived a life that was pleasing to God. He was blameless among the people of his time, and he walked closely with God. Because of his faithfulness, God chose Noah for a special mission. He told Noah about his plan to destroy the earth with a flood, but he also had a way for Noah, his family, and some animals to be saved. God instructed Noah to build a massive ark, a big boat that would keep them safe from the floodwaters. He gave Noah specific measurements for the ark. It was to be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. God told Noah to use cypress wood for the construction and cover it inside and out with pitch to make it waterproof. The ark needed a roof, and God commanded Noah to leave a door on its side. Inside, Noah was to create different spaces to hold the animals and his family. When Noah started building this enormous ark, the people around him laughed and mocked him. They couldn't understand why he was spending years constructing such a huge vessel in the middle of dry land. They ignored Noah's warnings about the coming flood, choosing instead to carry on with their wicked lives. But Noah remained committed to his task. He was determined to follow God's commands, even when no one else believed him. With the help of his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah worked hard on the ark. They chopped down trees, shaped the wood, and constructed the massive boat. It took years of labor, and all the while, Noah warned others of the disaster that was about to come. Despite the ridicule he faced, Noah's faithfulness was a shining example of obedience. Finally, after many years, the ark was finished. God then instructed Noah to bring his family and pairs of every kind of animal onto the ark. Noah obeyed completely. He gathered 2 of every unclean animal and 7 pairs of every clean animal, along with birds. Each creature came to Noah as God had commanded, and soon, Noah and his family were all safely inside the ark. Once everyone was on board, God shut the door to the ark. Then, the sky darkened, and the rain began to pour. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights, flooding the earth and covering even the tallest mountains. The waters rose higher and higher, and every living thing that was not on the ark perished. The flood was a powerful force that swept away all the evil in the world. After many days drifting on the water, the rain finally stopped, but the earth was still covered by water. Noah and his family remained in the ark, trusting in God. To see if the waters had receded, Noah sent out a raven, but it didn't come back. Next, he sent out a dove to find dry land. The dove flew around but returned because it couldn't find a place to land. After waiting 7 days, Noah sent the dove out again, and this time, it came back with an olive leaf in its beak. This sign showed that the waters were going down, and plants were beginning to grow again. Noah waited another 7 days and sent the dove out once more, but this time, it didn't return. He realized that the earth was starting to dry. Finally, after over a year in the ark, God commanded Noah to come out. Noah, his family, and all the animals stepped onto dry land, grateful for their safety. As they emerged, Noah built an altar to God and offered sacrifices to show his gratitude. God was pleased with Noah's offerings and made a promise to never again curse the ground because of humanity, even though he knew that people's hearts would still lean toward evil. God then placed a rainbow in the sky as a sign of this covenant with Noah and all living creatures. The rainbow would remind everyone of his promise that he would never again destroy the earth with a flood. Noah and his family started to repopulate the earth. They farmed the land and raised animals, and God blessed them. He instructed Noah and his sons to be fruitful and multiply, filling the earth once again. God emphasized the value of life and established laws to protect it. As the years went by, Noah became a farmer and planted a vineyard. One day, after drinking some wine from his harvest, he became drunk and lay uncovered in his tent. His son Ham saw him and told his brothers about it. Instead of mocking their father, Shem and Japheth took a garment, walked backward, and covered Noah without looking at him. When Noah woke up and learned what had happened, he was angry with Ham and pronounced a curse on Ham's son Canaan, declaring that he would serve his brothers. Despite this incident, God continued to bless Noah and his family. The story of Noah and the flood serves as a powerful reminder of God's judgment and mercy. It teaches us about the importance of faith, obedience, and the hope that God offers through his promises. The rainbow, which we still see today, is a beautiful symbol of God's unwavering love and faithfulness to his creation. So, the story of Noah and the flood echoes through generations, reminding us that even in the darkest times, faith can lead us to safety, and that God always keeps his promises. Thanks for watching this video. I'll be covering more amazing tales from the Bible, so stay tuned.